All right, everybody, welcome into the high noon edition of Pugs and Company, heard each and every Monday through Friday at noon. Uh, Typically, we like to shoot for 2 o'clock, but sometimes we go a little bit less, sometimes we go a little bit more. I've got to be honest with you. I have been thinking about how this show is done, and because it's entirely dependent on what's happening in the day's news, I'm putting like all of this undue pressure on myself to make sure that I have enough for 2 hours. And sometimes it's like, ugh. Well, case in point, I did 10 minutes on Friday about about chicken wings. There's no room for that. We don't have to do that. So, sometimes I'm thinking that maybe the show will end a little bit early. And on other days when big things are happening, especially when things are happening within this noon to 2 o'clock window, we'll go a little bit late. So it'll all even out in the wash, I promise you. I gotta stop stressing myself out before I do the show thinking, oh my God, I don't think there's enough for 2 hours here. Most days there will be. I'm just putting it out there. All right. Also, you can join us at the nighttime show, which we call Pillow Talk, that airs at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. That goes. It's a little bit less. I like to call this show utilitarian. It's a utility for you. We're going to tell you all the things about today that you need to know to move forward in this world, confident, with a spring in your step, not afraid of anybody encountering you and saying something like, "Hey, did you hear about?" Because we're going to try and give you all of that stuff that they're going to say, "Hey, did you hear about?" And you can respond, "I sure did." That's what the purpose of this is. Nighttime show, forget about that. Nighttime show. Well, don't forget about it. I mean, come join us. Nighttime show is just stupid. We did 45 minutes last night on what Martian kids are going to look like. So that's the kind of stuff you get on the nighttime show. It's a little bit wilder, a little bit less structured, a little bit, a little bit more silly, I guess. Although we got plenty of room for the silly here in the high noon broadcast. And the nighttime show, we're joined by James Parker in New Orleans, who's, boy, that guy's out in left field. He's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like him. I enjoy his company. Very few people in this world I like talking to more than James Parker. But sometimes he comes from out of left field, as they say in the baseball world. Oh, you know what? Would you excuse me for one moment? I just realized that my television, which I like to have on one of the news stations, is not newsing it up at the moment. At the moment, it seems to be on a soap opera. Why? Because I never changed it over from last night's football game. Soap operas, that's a thing. They're still a thing. We covered that a couple of days ago. Can't believe soap operas are still a thing. Actually, what I can't believe is that there isn't like a Hulu soap opera or like a new one made for, I don't know, kids today. What's going on here? Hold on. Hello. Oh, something wrong here? Maybe something's wrong. I don't know. Why isn't the phone going through?
Yeah, for some reason it's not letting me log in.
Huh. Yeah, for some reason the phone didn't ring through either. Maybe there's something wrong. Maybe we're not All right, you know what? I'm going to end the stream and actually let me call Ed. Let me see what Ed wants to do. Okay, we'll figure it out. Sorry, folks. I don't even know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let's try this. Felt like that was a solid open too. It's okay. We can restart. Oh, okay. All right. Sally hears us. Huh. All right. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Do. All right. So people are saying, yeah, they can hear me. But let me send E. You know what we're going to do? Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to X out of this. We're going to end this stream because there is something wiggy going on here. Wiggy. We're going to end this stream and we're going to reset it for, I believe, 12:15 because it only allows me to, reschedule events in like increments of 10 minutes. So we're going to do that. We're going to end this and we're going to come right back. And I promise you things will be better. I apologize. This is very, very embarrassing. I mean, it's not very embarrassing. Getting your pants pulled down in public is very embarrassing. This is just kind of like, this is like, so that's what we're going to do. So bye, folks. We'll be right back. I promise you. And everything will be better. We'll be able to have Eon with us and all that stuff. So love you. Stay tuned. Tell your friends. Call your neighbors. We'll be back at 15.